Sergio, where are you? Where are you at, Serge?
Are we on?
Yes, I think we are on. Shoot. Hopefully this will ding and tell us if we're on.
Are we?
Loyal audience members, let us know. Shoot. How are we gonna read the comments, man?
I don't know. I gotta memorize. I'm okay.
You memorize. This is a live show.
Oh.
I'm taking it off.
What about the monster?
You never saw it.
Well, we're indoors anyways, and we put the... Okay.
Welcome to another exciting episode of...
the post-credit show.
The post-credit show. Yes, I forgot the name of my own show.
Jeez.
I'm your host, Ronnie Williams.
And I'm Serge.
And comments are already rating in. They love our Bird Box Challenge. If for those of you who don't know, Bird Box is the topic of this week, but also there's a thing called Bird Box Challenge where people are simply blindfolding themselves and then trying to do difficult things. But since people don't know what's real and what's fake, like someone will be able to see through a blindfold and like act like they're driving a car, and then some dumb kid will actually do it on a scooter.
Oh, so the one is fake, the other one
is a terrible accident where someone get like Netflix had to put out a thing saying, "Be safe, guys. Come on."
Yep. Come on, don't be silly.
Don't be silly.
It's just a movie. Actually, I saw a billboard with Bird Box. Actually, I saw two.
Yeah.
Yeah, one was in LA and the other one I think South LA a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Bird Box is kind of interesting. Like, I had to look it up because most of the time a Netflix movie is like something a studio dumped, you know, other than those Adam Sandler movies where they actually paid for it. So I looked up where this fell, and they actually bought the rights for the book, and it was all Netflix's thing from the get-go. And I'm like, oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, Netflix Cinema is doing their studios.
Yeah.
It's coming up, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people are weighing in. Yeah, Rachel, Bird Box Challenge is dangerous. Kim, yes, the challenge is dumb. And Josh, he loves Bird Box. Let's jump into like our brief review. How soon should people see it?
They should see it now.
They should see it now. I say you should see it now and see it twice.
Wow.
Yeah, because the movie, there's like a reveal in it that changes the perspective of the movie, you know? So, yeah, I loved it. Kim's already pointing out the ending. I've seen some complaints about the ending. I thought it was fine, but yes, we'll get to the ending. I think this is probably a lot of our loyal fans have seen this movie, so this will be a very interactive show.
A lot of, I mean, they're rolling down Mississippi River, right?
No, I wonder where they were. Apparently, the street scenes were shot in Monrovia.
Really?
Yeah, me and Serge and another friend, Brandon, celebrated New Year's Eve in Monrovia, and I was actually there looking kind of for it, and I think I found it.
Oh.
Like the house that was like on a corner with the steps. I should have taken a video, but it was kind of dark.
Oh.
And I didn't want to blow up the girl's spot because apparently people are still throwing pizzas on top of the Breaking Bad house.
Oh. Oh my God.
People are already weighing in saying they love the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Sandra Bullock movie in a while.
Yeah. It's been a while. It seemed, for me, like, was there, I saw Ocean's 8. When I was abusing Movie Pass.
Oh.
Back when I was doing Movie Pass. But yeah, but between that and Gravity, it seems like it's been a while for me. Yeah. But I love Sandra Bullock. Looks like Gwen likes Sandra Bullock as well.
And Josh says, I called out the blind people would be do fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, Josh, you must be a mind reader. I was just absorbed in the movie. I didn't make any predictions.
Oh.
Well, that's not true. Like, I assume since there's a height difference between the kids, I thought they were both her kids, you know? And then as the movie goes on, I thought it was an interesting structure. It starts off Sandra Bullock yelling at kids.
A boy and girl.
Right. So let's start it from the beginning, guys, and move our way through the movie, if you don't mind, commenters. But yeah, she's yelling at the kids saying, you got to do what I say. This is high stakes. I'm a mean lady.
I felt she was exaggerating, but after you get to see more through the movie.
Right. Later on it's put in context. Oh, wow, she's going through a lot while yelling at these kids. But yeah, I liked, it starts off on the river. It's kind of exciting, dangerous. It's just throw the world. You know the rules. You can't see. It's a very simple rule. And they keep doing these simple rule movies, People keep comparing this to Quiet Place, where you can't make noise or else you get attacked.
I haven't seen that movie.
Really? With Jim from The Office?
No, I haven't seen that.
And Mary Poppins?
But I saw everybody comparing it to that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of an M. Night
Shyamalan.
One of his movies, too. Where the plants are killing the people.
Yeah, this totally reminded me of The Happening, because there's a line in it where someone says, it's happening, or something's happening, and I was like, movie, you can't say that.
Is that the name of the movie, The Happening?
Yeah, Happening.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like that they just threw in, you figure it, probably even before you saw the movie, you knew the rules,
Yeah, Rachel says, I was always suspicious of the pregnant lady. I don't know why.
But, the second one?
Well, was there a correlation between them being pregnant, or?
I thought at first, it seemed to pass over Sandra Bullock, and I was wondering if being pregnant what made you immune.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. Maybe that's just a guy thing. Ladies, weigh in if you thought that too. And I thought that's why Sandra Bullock had a second kid for a while there. It's just just keep having babies so you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Josh asked, do you think the monsters are able to hurt people in any way? And because they always, if a monster could actually touch them.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Josh. I never saw them, it wasn't like Paranormal Activity where the monster throws you or something.
Right. And if you believed the sidekick from Get Out, they're like spirit monsters.
Right.
I don't think they're like a tangible force. They can't open doors. They can't just go through a crack in a window.
But you did see the leaves blowing, so...
Yeah, they love their leaves. Kim Martin's like, yeah, the monsters could make them kill themselves. She also said, I felt sorry for the pregnant lady's little girl, and how Sandra Bullock was ready to let her see that was going on because she felt like the zombie guy looked at her as a baby.
Did any of the kids get infected? I don't remember.
No, I don't think the kids did get infected. That's the thing. I think Kim, the reason the movie's trying to set it up that Sandra Bullock may have loved the girl less because it wasn't hers, and that's why the tension was there. The movie's setting it up like Sandra Bullock is not ready to be a mom and probably isn't a good mom. But no, really, she does love both kids. It's just survival mode. This is what you do to, stay with your kids. Apparently in an interview, Sandra Bullock was asked, was it hard yelling at kids? And she's like, no, it's a real reaction that moms have.
This is what I do. I yell at kids.
That's my favorite pastime. No, Sandra Bullock's like, if your kid's going to go out into the street, you're going to yell at them. You're going to do anything you can to keep them safe. And that's the place she came from. Like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
I wonder if she ever worked at a daycare.
Daycare?
What camera? It says, what about, let's say the camera.
Oh yeah, what Rachel, what was up with them looking at cameras? Like that's interesting. Like they're a spiritual being. Like why would seeing them through a camera really mess them up?
Well, I mean, what's that movie, The Ring?
Yeah.
The girl comes through the TV also.
Yeah, a VHS ghost. And I thought it was really weird that they just left that guy to his own devices.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't they have been there? They tied him up?
Yeah, they tie him up and they're like, okay,
let's go
bye.
downstairs.
Like, none of them were like, we don't care about you. We're not even going to stand outside the door.
It was very silly.
Yeah, and he was the homeowner, too.
Right.
Yeah, that strange.
Okay.
A good point there, Rage. Would you agree to someone doing that? Why didn't they tie him up better? Yeah.
Because he bashed his head on the keyboard, right, or on the desk.
There was a fireplace upstairs.
There's fireplaces upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's normal.
I suppose. Ugh. And I guess Gwen's point of they affect the mind makes sense. Like, maybe through the camera, since they're a spirit monster, they're all about visual. Like, I think once you see them, they're so crazy looking, it drives you insane.
Yeah, it's the visual.
Yeah. It's like, oh boy, it's a bunch of leaves.
They're rustling it.
Oh, we got some kids attacking the studio.
Oh no.
Good thing we have the windows blocked.
So, what river were they on, Ronnie?
I don't know.
Well, what about the crazy people that came from the asylum? What do you think?
That was interesting that psychopaths are like infected by the creatures. Like it's an interesting post-apocalyptic movie.
So, these people have something wrong in their head already, right?
Huh?
They have something wrong in their head.
Right. So yeah, there's something wrong in their head. I'm wondering how many people were only slightly off. Like the guy they let in the house, like Josh says, how the old guy was right and not trusting that guy they brought in.
I felt like when they let him in, I felt he was gonna do something stupid in there.
I didn't, but I came from this perspective. I love zombie movies. If you didn't know that.
Oh.
Shaun of the Dead forever.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was annoyed at the top of the movie when it cut back X amount of years earlier. Like I hate when movies don't start when the story starts.
What is that called? Prologue?
Flashback. I don't know. Like even Breaking Bad starts that way.
Yeah.
Like most exciting part of an episode, flashback to the boring setup, you know. But I liked when it cut back and forth. Man, our comments coming in. Enough of me. Let's just go back and forth. Fielding comments. Gwen's like, it must affect your own memories too, because the lady was talking to her mom. Yeah, the lady that saved Sandra Bullock, John Malkovich's third wife, you know, and that's why he was like all pissed because his wife died. Oh, and it totally reminded me of the movie and TV show The Mist.
The Mist. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, The Mist. The ending of The Mist is just jaw dropping. Like it's. Oh man, I like The Mist. But yeah, it's funny. The Mist is like very comparable because the guy is an artist too. Like they have a nice house and he's like painting, and he's in a feud with his neighbor and they end up trapped in the same place.
Yeah.
And it's about society crumbling apart and dealing with crazy people.
Josh says, why did those young people take the car and leave? Yeah, those young people are like, they're the worst.
Yeah,
They stole the car. They were supposed to be a team. You're in a situation where you have to work.
And here's the thing too. It's not like they don't know where they went. You know.
They went to the market.
Yeah, they just totally went to the market if they made it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, the market wasn't terribly far away. They could go there, get revenge on them, or what have you. You know.
I don't think so. Not without a car.
Yeah, it would have been tougher, but apparently after a while, Sandra Bullock becomes a pro at raiding places, you know.
She adapts.
On foot, yeah.
And I like that little string thing. What is that thing for?
Oh, catching fish.
Is it?
Yeah, those are fishing reels.
Oh.
Like, if you like the big reels like that, they have a really high test, like 50 pounds worth, so that they don't break so easily.
Oh. What cops? I don't remember 2 cops.
There was a cop?
She says there's 2 cops that stole a car. I don't recall.
There was cops? I don't recall the cops. Fill us in, man.
Let us know.
But yeah, okay, one of them was a cop. Was it the lady, the short lady?
I don't remember.
And then the other guy was like all tattooed the heck. I thought it was hilarious. Like, it's funny, like every time the movie presented something that I'm like, BS. Like the guy with the glass, the guy who ran the grocery store, Get Out sidekick. He was like explaining these are like spirit things. Like immediately, I'm like, come on. And then he says, I'm writing a book. I'm like, okay. I buy it. Because too often, like, there's like this expert that's like, I know paranormal everything. You emailed me once and I got back to you a day later and I know everything, you know. But this one, I jive with it.
That's like in that movie, like he throws the pizza and it flips over. What is it called? The Happening? This is the one they're stuck in the elevator, right? And the devil.
That's Devil. I don't remember a pizza flipping.
Anyways.
But yeah, I really liked the river stuff didn't really play for me. I was much more interested in the house and the chaos of the apocalypse stuff. You know, I was much more vested in that. Like, how did we get to this? You know?
Yeah. And Rachel brings up a point. The guy who is a crazy guy, and then he's attacking them on the river.
Yeah.
And she hits him with the axe, or what is it?
Machete?
A machete.
Yeah. That was cool, too. The reveal that there are people that are crazy, you know? And then it's like flashback, like, this is what they first encountered a crazy guy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I did think it was dumb the way the grocery store clerk died. He just goes, runs at him, and he knocks himself into the fridge along with the crazy guy.
Yeah. And they just shut the door on him.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
A lot of people agree that, yeah, the guy attacking out the river is scary. I heard, it was weird that she's shooting blindfolded with the gun. But, I mean, it keeps people at a distance. Like, when Tom was confronted by 4 guys, you know, towards the end of the movie, you know.
He shot a guy blindfolded, did he?
Yeah.
He took it off, obviously.
Yeah, he eventually took it off. But I think, he shot one with the blindfold on.
Yeah.
And it seemed like with the kids, like, they were trading the kids to clack rocks, which never came up. Like, that was interesting. Like, they're trading them to clack rocks, but then they never do it. But I think that was kind of showing that, you know, they are getting better at hearing, you know. Thing I thought that was weird is, like, every house they went into after a certain point had the windows drawn. the blinds drawn.
Where?
Like Sandra Bullock is breaking into houses, right? But all the windows are all covered. I'm like, wait a minute. Not every household made it. Like, most households didn't make it.
I think a lot of people were jumping from houses to houses, closing blinds.
Yeah, but, there still should have been many houses with blinds up.
Yeah.
I think that's a nitpick for me.
Okay.
Zombie Joshi says Tom is BA. Badass.
Yeah. So what did the birds actually do?
The birds?
They just chirp.
I think they sense both the spirits and the crazy people. Like, they definitely get the crazy people. And I think at the end, since there's so many birds, they also keep away the bad spirits.
Oh. I couldn't like finalize what they actually did. I thought they were just chirping.
No, I think they're like nature has to fight nature. Like, these are like natural spirits, so birds keep away somehow.
What do you guys think the birds did?
Yeah, let us know. But for me, like the image I liked the most was when the chaos is happening after Sandra Bullock's in a car accident. The empty stroller rolling down the street. I was like, oh, that's great.
It felt like a zombie movie.
Yeah, that's like, I haven't seen that good of chaos, apocalyptic chaos, in a long time.
Yeah, because they're driving away from somewhere, right? And
Right.
They're like, this is going on in China, and it's moved on to Russia.
Uh-huh.
You could tell like it's a virus or something coming.
I think Sandra Bullock goes, it's happening here.
So it gave them spider senses, right?
Oh, the birds?
Yeah, they acted when the creatures were
Spider
near.
sense is tingling.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah. How long were they in that house, and wouldn't those birds be deader than dead?
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably feeding him.
Well, like, yeah, but they were sitting in the grocery store at least a week.
Well, the food can last a while. I used to have birds.
Okay. But what, like water, you can't last that long without water.
Yeah, birds are pretty dirty. They jump in the water. And they take a shower.
Dirty bird. Then I get to the grocery store, so I don't know. Maybe because they're neglectful, they give them a ton of water. I don't know.
So Rachel says, what are the odds that they have a car that can detect objects? I guess most new cars are equipped with like an assist. And it can...
Yeah, that was interesting. I bet you it's specific to that model. But the guy had a nice house, you know.
So it makes sense that he had a new car.
Right. I thought it was weird that they kind of avoided what happened to his partner, the guy who owned the house.
What happened to him? What did they say?
They knew. I don't remember if they ever addressed it.
No.
I thought it was odd. Like, everybody else got a story, just not him. I'm like, oh, weird.
Oh, wow. So let's get down. Did it affect... Zombie Josh says, did it affect the animals? I guess not, because I didn't see any animals killing people or killing themselves.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was like, it was devoid of all other animals, like dogs and cats and what have you.
I guess it never came up.
Yeah, and that's usually the case for either zombie movies directly address it or they don't address it at all. You know, it's like, oh, here's a zombie deer in Slither.
Oh.
Have you seen Slither?
No, it's Slither.
Slither's good. James Gunn written movie. It's about an alien slug infects one guy, and then he makes a bunch of slugs that affect a whole bunch of people. People who like Firefly would love Slither.
Okay. Says the store clerk had an aluminum
goggle blindfold. Yeah, it was weird. Like, everybody else had the cloth, and he like had like the goggles just like duct taped over.
I don't remember.
Yeah. It's like what you put on like kidnap victims.
Oh.
Like if you really don't want them to see, it's like a plastic thing. Like yeah, it's a much more effective way than the blindfold. Oh, and doing a little research for this, Sandra Bullock for like heavy movement scenes or like dangerous stunt scenes or scenes where she's carrying the kids, they give her a blindfold where she could see better.
The one that, a little bit of light.
Yeah.
Just enough to filter out the villain.
Yeah.
The monster.
And but she also did some method acting, was pretty blind for some scenes. That's why she's stumbling around.
And Kim says, "Oh, you guys are cool. Thank you, Kim."
Oh, thanks, Kim. Sorry.
So, I heard people complaining about the ending. What was wrong with the ending?
Yeah, Kim, lay us on why you didn't like the ending. I thought it was appropriate. Like most end of the world movies don't have a very satisfying ending. It's like it's apparent that nobody survives or they're just constantly going to struggle the whole time. Only like zombie comedies seem to be okay. Zombieland seems like, oh, they're going to be fine. Oh, Shaun of the Dead, they're going to be fine. But yeah, not always the most satisfying.
So they end up at a blind school, right?
Yeah. Yeah, School for the Blind. Apparently, Zombie Joshi called it a long way out. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting too. Like based on one conversation, they're gonna go on this dangerous river rapid thing, and it was like garbled too.
Well, they hadn't talked about it yet, or I mean, I think they had agreed on it.
Right, they agreed on it.
Backup plan.
But like, it was one conversation. Like I was like, huh.
Gwen says, "I think they could make a second movie."
Oh yeah, I mean, this was a hit. They totally could. I would like to see a different group of people surviving, not necessarily Sandra Bullock's group. Even though I love Sandy, but
yeah,
I think that's what they're doing with A Quiet Place too. They're gonna just follow a different family.
I think Sandra Bullock did a really good performance.
Yeah, she did good. Let's see if, I doubt she'll get nominated, but.
I mean, we wanted her here, but she wanted to go to the Golden Globes.
Oh yeah, she had to go to the Golden Globes.
Okay. Next time.
Yeah, I thought she might even live comment, but apparently not.
Okay.
Amy says, she loves our background.
Oh, the bird box?
Yeah. Yeah, and that Beanie Baby's on sale, folks. Mint condition. You notice how the white is particularly not dirty. So apparently that's a thing with Beanie Babies.
It warns you. Monster. Anything else you want to add, Ronnie?
So Kim is saying the ending, they end up at a blind shelter, just kind of living there for the rest of their lives, and the movie goes off. Really? I imagine she's saying, really?
Oh.
I think it was a little odd that all of a sudden it's like, let the birds go. I'm like, you have, bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Don't let the birds go. You might need those for going out and about.
But I mean, it's not an open space. It's an enclosed.
Right, but know how hard it is to catch a bird once it's flown the coop?
It'll come down.
Like the saying, it's flown the coop.
It'll come down.
They're not trained. They were in a cage their whole lives or boxes.
I've had birds. You let them out, they come back.
Okay, I suppose. Rachel's saying the intention Sandra had to get the birds in the first place were because she knew they'd warn them. Huh. Rachel, you saying that Sandra Bullock, oh, she got lucky when she got him. Josh says, it surprised me that I saw the first psychopath kill someone. I always thought they wanted people to see because they are influenced by the creatures to do so. It was like, that sucks for them. Yeah, it was. The psychopaths, they want people to see, but if that's impossible, they kill them, you know?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting rule setup, you know? It's like, I'm a fan of also, robot books and movies, and there's, like, a logic to the way robots operate. So if this command's impossible, then they kill them, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
They should have just been killing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kim agrees with Josh. It's a little sucky. But yeah, last thoughts on Bird Box, guys. I mean, we covered, you know, there's a lot that happened in the movie. Like, at what point did you realize that Sandra Bullock was going to raise the other pregnant girl's baby?
Right when they revealed it, I didn't foresee that.
Yeah, like it was like after like maybe the third time you see the pregnant lady on screen, I'm like, oh,
that's who the other girl is, or the boy, you know.
Yeah, and I'm glad John Malkovich was pissed when the pregnant lady let in some rando guy.
Yeah, his instincts were on point.
Yeah. And because the last time they interacted with somebody, someone died, but she wasn't there. And I liked that her character was kind of loosey-goosey, free-spirited gal,
Yeah.
And I like Sandra Bullock when she picked up that shotgun the first time. That was neat. I like how they cock guns. And like John Malkovich is like, do you even know how to use that? She just like unloads it.
I like the way the Terminator grabbed the shotgun with one hand.
Yeah. Oh, Terminator 2 would be a lovely conversation.
Oh. When I first heard about this movie, I thought it was going to be about something similar, like a rip-off of Birds, the original movie.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Birds. By Hitchcock. My Hitchcock knowledge is very lacking.
I don't know. I've only seen Birds.
I've only seen Psycho, I think.
Oh.
I want to see Vertigo and Rear Window. But yeah. Next week.
Super Bowl?
Is it?
No.
Oh, but yeah, we're taking the Super Bowl off.
Wait, we didn't mention if there's any post-credits.
Oh, I don't know. There might be. But yeah, this was a fun conversation. So next week, not a whole lot of movies out in theaters. The Upside is out. It's a remake of a French movie about this guy who's crippled from the neck down, but he's like a rich guy. And then this rough, poor black guy comes and is his assistant. And the French version was great. And this one has Kevin Hart and Breaking Bad guy.
Who? Which Breaking Bad guy?
The main guy.
Oh.
What is his name? Darn. But yeah, I think that'd be a good movie to discuss. Or if you guys were up to, we could do Bandersnatch next week. Black Mirror Bandersnatch. With the multiple endings.
See, that was interesting. They said just the guy in the radio.
Yeah.
Well, I think at that point they didn't have a choice. They had to go that direction.
Well, I mean, the one psychopath seemed really normal at first. That was the weird one. Like, why did that guy seem very normal and then everybody else is like crazy from beginning to end?
So maybe he was a little crazy, not too crazy.
Yeah, very odd.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that this I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I think this is a solid episode. Thanks for your comments, guys. As always, please share this with your friends.
I'm gonna go outside, Ronnie. I'll put back my blindfold.
Man, I forgot the blanket, or else I would have put it over there.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim's gonna see Upside on Friday.
Good.
Okay, maybe Upside then.
Okay, I'll go see Upside.
Yeah, we'll all go see Upside. Cool, Kimio. So yeah, see you next week. We will take Super Bowl Sunday off. We will do an Oscar wrap up coming up, and there's a really cool movie coming up, I think, in 2 weeks.
Okay, we can wrap up the Golden Globe too.
Oh yeah, we'll touch upon Golden Globes.
And I think, should we do Glass?
Huh?
Glass?
That's it. 2 weeks, Glass.
Yes.
So yeah,
I'm
we'll
looking
have
forward to that movie.
Yeah, so we'll do a bigger Unbreakable conversation and Split. If you haven't seen Split, guys, see it right now. That's my review. See it right now. Split is amazing.
And if you see Unbreakable too.
Did McAvoy even get nominated for Split?
I don't know.
He got robbed, guys. All right. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. Tell your friends.